Alright, abusia, yabemo bibi akwaba na abusia eye Ivan Chain Innocent atimi abedrop info bi on eye maami Cecilia Dapaah na abusia ensama akoso no ensam no ano eden on CPSU program eye Alaska the Dawn hosting na eye Ivan Chain Innocent edin komobi efa eye krono bo former NPP appointees ebe boy ne OSP krokro the John o ye Ghana for na abusia enkomodi die ni ma na chese oden samba komienu bi tudwa efa Cecilia Dapaah ho abusia Cecilia Dapaah ni gift worry ama Ghana for mema esuru emma pa eba krono bo krono amaami fuwi abono ano eden na Cecilia Dapaah me no wokasei eyade a yasanso akwakohu eye dollars ewo maami ni fie aside ye yedi nkan ehunu previously no abusia ensem akoso na Ivan ensem odi tudwa no na eyade a ensem no emu elu na me waste time no momienko na yento ye bonkotie Ivan ensem na oprogu wona na nsa na ebe kono me show se dwumedi onya like ya obe like subscribe to the channel na so share dwumedi no ma foforo sensa entumi enkebi medamase
Debi okwa no sesa na sa mo timi yon so mo fa ne say wig so sesa nie se sika no bafo ne kunu ekromfo o wi adeba
tumi ku edi ni birthday or chartered flight
obedi unsa kwase
tumi kas we NPP birthday
yes kwase anya sika o se obi amobra sa na tie ntino Alaska I think say maraso say you be hold people accountable.
Odi birthday kitchen. Alice, I'm right. Loving the radio on 92.3 FM. Okay, Ivan Mayensha, so Auditor General reveals 2.2 billion stolen in National Service scandal, not 548 million as reported earlier. Yanko.
I'm not sure, sir. You'll be young because I'm a more now President Akuffo Addo bebu you know, and run me catcher yet it is Omano Motin China na many my thoughts say na those of us who were heavily criticizing the government and maybe we were doing it in bad faith.
That's right.
And I say baby but ebi ade na ye hu no na omunhu. Because Alaska leadership ni nyina kire ni pa na odi animu no kwan fa so ba conduct o ho no. And be kire how your appointees and so be conduct o ho. Nti we panyini na say we prove say you are so irresponsible sa na o mabeye. The last time I catch you say uko efie bi mu a ma me no na aduane wi a na papa ba no ane de owi a na ne ba panyina ba no ane de na chiri ba aba no ane de ohu sa fie na otimu say fie ho no obi adi ne ho so obi a na aboa mu enti we ba no aba no amo we ba na wabebo apese we ba na wabeche ye fansa anyi kosua obi a ye ne de enti ho no obi nhyɛ mra mo obi because obi a full elephant sa mamu na Akuffo Addo bu no. And there was orderless. There was an orderless structure of government and an all running into BIA the OPE because for the Obiote buffer stock to be able to steal this huge sums of money, and these people were so foolish to the extent say nyansa yedebo krono krana they didn't have because I know one sakwa brand didn't say kwakobo my sikam na sika na wa transfer the go on an account man na so kwako be company no de na yere anase bia ne ba Ghana card and be kwako be company no na ya transfer sika from and sa sika no beguma na ya transfer directly from the account to go and purchase a property nya say utimu za kromfo a onim nyansa ne be sa ne ma wo ya adwene mo nya say mu na ho mu omre na wabisa awon senti nipa na adwene mu omre sa na hwan e na hu ne so mfa so kofa no so ma ye CEO. That should be your concern. And again, what is our system banner? Ye creatia and unti quabrani timi Bob Chrono say will be a huno. Ya be say I want that question. Say, dear Nancy, I will be making sure say obey that control to mop up some of these things that we are in the public. So clearly, I think say Akuffo Addo me bo mine. Say na music and obaso baba en hu ye. And people around him also saw the opportunity. Say almost be yom hu ye. And they have corruption scandals na ba ni nyina na. Bako kwen wa ketwa wo mo
serious
office na yedi nipa no kono say yase ye bobo fundaka wo hokra na yesua kwan fa so de bokro no officer obadwin say sika ni ho ko buffer stock die ma wire mfimi no betana ha bekan ye kwan na enkora omo ko school ho kire omo in terms of sika aduana yedi e wo school ennuane bi wo ha sabi wo de mo obi kraman kora oni
that's right
but these were the food and no more supply the challenge then was that oh sika no ma na bafa stock supply no sika not knowing said na sa sika no ya dey talk your friend saying bags and any makeup box and na se for no na nipa na omo a sa sika na se come ho no. There was a time now they were feeding children with 1 cedi 80 pesos a day.
That's right. 80
pesos. I'm saying Mahama buy and what pay them call 2 cedis a day yo. We were feeding nipa to Sesabi and Kraman e Akroma say. Abra na sika ho akwabrane e de ye ne ho ye. Enti Attorney General na no mete say amamfo say o wa betena radio so na obu amamfo for. Those people are very narrow-minded individuals who see this whole thing in a different from a different angle. Your first Alaska. Your castle will be Attorney General. And then the Jumana say prosecutor a man from Kwan.
Okay.
That is one of the major jobs out here. At the same time, he's also an agent of a government that is running the state.
Okay.
So in the governance aspect of this whole thing, no, the Attorney General has a role. And that role no is also shaping policies. I bet me aboy me ayen Enubi and President Mahama they new court no a policy decision.
Okay.
And the Attorney General na adwuma nkwan say onko court nko defend amamfo. He also has a duty as an agent of this whole government na ekoso no to explain to the people of this country the ekoso because they own as a duty. Or governance and deal and the nipa bi na koso omonyama yen. Enti obi aboy ekro no a Attorney General the responsibility to inform us to know the state of affairs, the state of play. And yes, where we are young, we just say copy or court answer. Then governance and some fast one saying.
Okay.
So he's supposed to tell the people of this country at that point, and some of can be he is not pronouncing anybody guilty because platform now original or kasa and your court, Attorney General or your judge. But he owes it a duty to the people of this country to tell us again. He's also a politician, and this whole thing. Politics, what is politics? Your national interest and I say national resources, quite fast why say I'm obi
equally.
Now obi don't you think that Attorney General has a duty to also inform us as a rep of the people?
That's right.
So if obi General can say Attorney General a press conference na so court to answer or pronounce someone for guilty, catch almost munim do mokeka. Such minds are very narrow. I almost kill the whole conversation because yet Akroma to force yes wa kwakọ the ambulance and na sefo aba na sem no court nkwan na yedi no press conference do say na wan hunu Akroma saying
including MPP
exactly. So you see this whole thing is a public thing so you cannot hide it. But emphasis and they said that Attorney General need to speed the processes up because Ghana for are watching and it's good that he's giving us all these updates and he's telling us that most of the cases are ready because that is what Ghanaians are interested in because in the last 8 years the ordeals are Ghana for come ama se bi nipa bi no befa amamu ho abenya sika se bi ni anya se bi politics na abamfo na sabi bibia kodi baabia na wo hanipa bi no mu gina ho a na wo ye kansika wo wia e de a kire na hwe ne bobra wo di gina ho na ye kansika wo wia na anya se mra na ye adwuma boni ana abedi
sika so mfa
living now. So I think say Akuffo Addo no akotena se na hwe amamu obebu ya na se owo na no na meka se eso oko every single constituency no ko bunkotodwe pagana fo achewo fa amamu bone because we o mpanyini na wo kotena fie na ye bo nipa a wodi tumi show monsa power say sabia nkwasa kro no we no mo boy a wo ye panyina wo ye badwema a de na be ba team
and ambulance krasa ne ba ambulance service Attorney General say wa
and Alaska nsam na ekoso no de wohui just a tip of the iceberg. The bigger ones yesu ka say the nsankyerani amuhui we de nkura say sama yesu dan ensu ensa no say ndɛ no nyanhye we na se na comedies de ekoso ye just comedies because the actual corruption cases na beba no mo ka say Akuffo Addo bedi o man na wu na officer na ye ka na keke come no ka say national cathedral is another thing.
That's right.
PDS e wo ho amegya wa betimi abobo amade ache yenya nduru ba bia
confusion na parade o mo ho say ento abama wom no president edi
say and make say you see Ghana politics in seriousness bia anim and this is the time as you make sure say obi a onye serious bia no you flashing out and typical example is the office of the special prosecutor. That particular thing has become a useless creation, a burden on the taxpayer because kisi eja be me nim no I don't even care me nipa da sani no to me fa no but you nim the office has no use and you're so useless to the extent that first of all me omote ye no I remember very well Good. Me can say a useless creation because in the first place, that thing is not independent. Obi better be no catch us a special prosecutor independent officer. Obwa ebi onim the oka because the two mean for attorney general however and the independence wa hefa. And again, Alaska asamna offer as a old emudi wa he Akuffo Addo amfa adwen papa na set up the office of the special prosecutor. The whole intent was that Martinamidu at the time was better. So young harvesting the anger and the bitterness towards the NDC and use him as an instrument to go after the NDC to terrorize them. But Martinamidu proved tougher than they expected. No, in as much as his differences with the NDC or no beer, Ubetimia Ayusuno, but he has his own conviction intact. Then they turn against him. That is when he resigned. And then they brought in this guy, the word I use, their puppet, tail to the apron strings of power at the time.
Exactly.
The all a game no play.
Oh, sure.
And see, I say, what for a kura now, na kwasha bread factory. A kura ba kope. Na why see bread factory? I say, na de no be bread no ntimi ni but obebo bia mu to kura say no. That is exactly what Cecilia is doing.
So, or say cases, no?
Yes. We say, yes, Aquabi bread, yes, also don't sack or mini, or say, Nema tapo tapo. So, as I didn't send in the bread, and they wouldn't be. What tapo tapping in so. Aha, and Sunday away for as I said, when ya leprosy quata. And see, Obiba top bread na, or who say, or the Nsa tobacco so, and also on toss our bread na, Sabi quata needed in Saccano, and not quata any shender before, no, them a tap tapping in so. And your uncle. Ebina kiseja benye what tap it or tap it. And these are sensitive, critical, high profile criminal cases.
That's right.
Cecilia Dapaah abro no $1 one them.
Abro ya dey.
$1 one them. High profile case. Issue na kwesi saying. I got at some point in time catch say the case has been discontinued. Sàck case, and then a friend I might say Yoko for say they want to go into that particular issue.
That's right.
And the Sàck is here your press conference no kono ba no Cecilia Dapaah kono mu you say gidi.
But how can Obia Ayagabi na kunu na mastermind de ne bae?
Alaska.
Obeja so or investigate on one nebusia for.
Kenoforiata bae or the gigi as if say China da Kenoforiata eba. Cecilia Monoka say case ever presented to the American State Department and the DOJ because your friends are extradition. You need to go through a certain legal process.
That's right.
Amongst those documents, and these are fact are verifiable. Boni and Nipanadi. You bisa sa boni na wedding in America ya boni, and Ghana so ya boni. Ni DOJ and your friends State Department in Sàck. Then they will forward it to a district court in America to examine.
Okay.
So you need to have done a very robust evidence. And I say investigation. I bet me standing the test of prosecution at the law court. I won't say a political witch hunter. And no criteria we are. And Sana Sàck State Department. And I was saying Tenassia who be say. Asemi, Munya so say political witch hunting there. Now, are you convinced that any political witch hunting and sana
you're releasing?
No crowd, we know also catch us. I am sick, and also the human rights also comes in. So it's a very complex thing. You expect to say, can be a degree, can processing, can you go through a but documented, Jina could be a dance, court will come, they indicting no crown, I mean, just say, Yabi.
Attorney General said, "Yeah, trauma and some docket to grab on
but there be a behununa or Jina microphone in your press conference. I say, oh,
Akroma.
Yes, now I can't intimate beside who say, officer, no, since 2022, Bessin, and Obatanano. Your financing with over 523 million Ghana cedis. And yes, I can't
young Pamuno.
Sassika Krona Bina. Your friends said around 14 national service. We are the DK buy and son. You better say you no. Over 500 and something million. And do no more can. Abraham Tabin a Casamano. Now things so Jack said about one SF and some Medacons and wine. You see, Yanti court rumo. And I need your friends saying, I don't know what friend is saying, some your friends saying, law firm. This is a political space. Human public interest are connected.
Right.
So it's not just about strictly the law. You are in a public space, so when you're speaking, you need to speak up as a reasonable person addressing the public. I say Attorney General NDC for na day. When I can say Attorney General NDC for Attorney General. The Attorney General is the Attorney General of the people of Ghana. And Ghana need be our home quenya so the pressure to so. And if people are giving the Attorney General pressure, wouldn't mean to never say NDC for the money pressure. I'm say Bibihano. Alaska, Ghana for want to resource. And besides office number better yana yamamu over 500 million no bulletproof car. Any other way no matter to turn a modern chroma.
No, attorney special prosecutor and Akuffo.
Na Alaska, na President Mahama da bulletproof car. The president, your friend is in the CJ. Onokro din some kasi and life should be in danger. Onokro da bulletproof car. Now what be say? Yamo sasika when you sika do say and also what me I am a mumu figure and chill. One how would you before become officer papa and this way I in free ho. So I think that the office of the special prosecutor for me is not about the individuals there. It is a useless creation and must be scrapped immediately. Now sasika na echo hono. Yam found resource to the AG. Now you're making sure say the AG office at every region will be as effective as it is in Accra.
Okay.
All the lawyers be a benyabi oko sunyana benyabi wo oko techima benyabi wo say they can start picking up some of these cases. Ebasa ye be who say ye fighting corruption because fighting corruption it's not about the many institutions you set up.
Right.
It is about the willingness and the commitment on the part. Unfortunately for us, the current president, President Mahama, has demonstrated clearly say or no, he is willing to ensure say cases of corruption will be prosecuted. And until for the first time, the Auditor General report to bar the Public Accounts Committee, but for the first time he says that he wants a court that will speed up the process and make sure say you better this asem no. It's another day. The focus will not only be on the politician in power. Now, obi onu suti ko lebu. Obi a teacher ni a oye circuit supervisor, headmaster bi oti baby a. Ode nensabo public sikam no. Onu so will face that same prosecution. Ebasa will be able to put the society in that particular order because indiscipline ama krono adoso, lack of punishment and ama krono adoso. Now it's yet me institute this mechanism where we punish crime. We make people suffer for the evil they do against the state. Trust me, everybody will sit up.
Right. That was Ivan Che Innocence. Time check. As at 21 minutes to the top of the hour, 5 p.m. Unya, Yanko, yeah, better special courts for this as Ivan stated. Right.
Alaska. Oh. Once a promise, Dapaah, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, proud to the 2024 elections. What they say, Niama, who this is an easy fata. You know, in his promise, I say, there will be a need for a creation of tribunals.
That's right.
So, I my fast track cases. Well, now, Alaska, when you listen to the Public Accounts Committee, my findings now, Nemani Bia, Oti Warden, Alaska, Ayana Ayasifim. Now, apart from say it's like you hear of them, and what for say beyond ma having been revealed, no, what they say beyond ma going forward in the next year it will not happen again. But the following year, no,
a balloon,
and at the same things we talked about, and at the end of the day, nothing is being done about it. So clearly, no. Say Ghanaians as discerning as we are, what they say. So much every now and then things of this nature continue to repeat itself, and nothing is being done about it. The word it means in say, me ya crap what the be koko sin say be from say we be bisa me num say me can we na akwa go see on ma obi say obi bisa me say bi amfa ho bi. So every now and then there will be repetition of those things, you know, and those are the things ama nyama kwa akwa bibia e wo ho no. What you say? And to one, the creation of that environmental court, what you say, Dapaah, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Eka, Ebeshwa Kwanso, Nyesa Sama, a friend is saying, we know.
That's right.
Look, Alaska, it is a step in the right direction. Because you see, we can't continue to talk about one thing and repeat them day in and day out.
And expect different results.
No, Alaska. Because you say some time back, since Sama, AABB, a woman, we Emma. Send a beya Brunibeka say neatness. Eba or man we. You remember a friend saying
Okay, abusia teacher say when nsema call so our political hiring so say Ivan Chain Innocent then samba kuminu ebetu da efa eye former NPP appointee skrono ba omo boy hu titiru eye maami Cecilia Dapaah say of fire OSP a o say OSP office na o say itime a scrap office ne sense hu mfaso bia Ghana yenya no da OSP ni so abusia ensema call so ne de na ano ede ne mede mu besia na madam asesa mede peni me kuti ensema call so our political hiring so ha POG Media. Madam Asi.